Hello, my friends. This is the Moonbirds podcast. It is the first week of June, and we got quite a few updates on the Moonbirds scene. First of all, last week there wasn't a Twitter space on Friday, but there was a surprise one on Sunday. So a few updates came from that. But this week we did have a Twitter space on Friday. So summarizing kind of what we've heard, here's what we got. First of all, this party is going to be lit. If you haven't heard about it and you're headed to NFT.NYC, there's going to be a party at Webster Hall on 6/21 at 7:30. If you haven't gotten the token proof application, head over to tokenproof.xyz. Make sure you authenticate your wallet with that and sign up. That way you don't have to be carrying your ledger anywhere. Please don't get mugged. Check that out. Now, who's gonna be at the party? Damien Palace Sound System is gonna be there. Mixmaster Mike's gonna be there, and there's going to be additional parties based on traits. So, for example, there's a Dead Bird Society party the night of the 23rd, if I'm not mistaken, from 7 to 11. So those are the skeleton Moonbirds. Ladybirds are going to have a brunch on June 23rd, I believe at noon. The RSVP is not up yet for that one, but any woman who holds a Moonbird NFT can join. Obviously, it's open to everybody, but it should be a nice party. Now, there's a special surprise for those that have wizard hats and such. There's going to be a private room party with David Blaine, and he's going to be the special guest of that night. Besides that private show for those that are wizards, David Blaine's going to be walking around through the crowd in the party and doing tricks. That should be pretty cool. There's a lot of fan art that's coming into the scene. If you haven't seen the what used to be called the AI Moonbirds, now they're called the AI Nightbirds, you should definitely check it out. There's another 3D project that is called the Moonbirds that's coming out that looks pretty cool. Now, if you are thinking of launching any other kind of fan art collection out there, recommendation, just don't call it a Moonbird. Call it something else. Trademarks matter, and there's a lot of confusion in the scene, so just to avoid that, keep it kosher. What else besides the party? Well, last thing I'll say about the party, by the way, is that these tickets went very, very, very quickly. So folks who are international were a little annoyed that they didn't get the chance to get some of the tickets. So the team's actually going to find a way to make more space, add more headcount. So on Tuesday, June 7 at midnight, there's going to be another release of tickets. This is Pacific time, US time. So if you haven't gotten a ticket, because those 2,000 tickets went by very quickly, this is your chance. Don't say you didn't hear it here. Last thing I'll say, there's more additional updates that came from the Twitter space. In terms of hiring and building proof at the company, we're excited for some of the people who are coming into the scene. Kevin just hired an NFT analyst. We're all waiting to see what the news are going to be, what some of the craziness that's coming out of that. Can somebody please explain to me Goblin Town? Among other things. If I had to say, I'd say that Kevin has a little bit of a control and perfectionism issues, and that is understandable. Any great product builder has a little bit of that, but definitely we notice him, especially in Twitter spaces, delegating a lot more of the questions and asking folks for their opinion in terms of their own pillars and what they are doing. So it's cool to see leadership in action. And the next thing I'll say is there's more building in the audio and video side of the company. Kevin is also thinking of starting a new NFT podcast with Derek called The State of the NFT. Excited about that. We'll see what comes out of that. More feature building also happening in the website. There's going to be dark modes. There's going to be more dashboard features, and also should be APIs. If you're interested in connecting and seeing some of that data, that's probably going to be something you guys want to check out. Some older updates talk about high rise. Still, we don't really know. But from the Sunday space, I'll say that while it is still unclear what it's going to look like, I think we're aligned in the vision that high-rise is going to allow others to build on top of it, and it's going to reward those who are building community, and hopefully there's going to be no ads. So last thing I'll say is maybe there's a Lightbirds. I don't know what's going to be called, but there's going to be another collection down the line, maybe not this year, maybe next year, at a much cheaper price, because there's a lot of people that want to get into this space and they haven't had the chance, or they didn't have the 2.5 ETH to begin with for Moonbirds. We are excited to see what other folks are coming into the scene and joining the community. You know, if I had to say something, I'm reading like Tony Fadell's book, and he's pretty clear. You know, if you're building something, you should have 3 to 4 releases a year and be predictable. So we'll see what happens, but excited for bringing more people into it. Besides that, not much else. People keep asking about, is there going to be a marketplace for Moonbirds or such? It really doesn't make any sense for the team to be building something that there's so many other great opportunities, so many other great products out there doing that. So the answer is no. And last thing I'll say is Moonbirds and proof passes keep getting stolen. Guys, just be smart, be careful, put it in a cold wallet, put it in a hardware wallet, and just if it's like Justin said, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. That's about it for this week. Like I said, more tickets opening up for the party on Tuesday at midnight USPT time. Grab it or don't complain. We'll see you next week.